program, Legal Studies for Native People. It comes up every day in my mind. Everything we do in law school reminds me of something that we've done in the PLSNP. My name is Lorne Fagnan. I'm a 30-year-old Métis Anishinaabe student from Mafking, Manitoba.
My name is Leanne Gardapi. I'm Cree from the Beardies and Okamasas Cree Nation.
I grew up in a northern Saskatchewan community called Pelican Arrows. It's a Cree-speaking community. I'm a member of the Peter Ballantine Cree Nation.
I'm from a little community in southeastern Saskatchewan called Indian Head. When I was a kid, my grandpa said, "Fee, what are you going to do when you're a big girl?" when I was about 8 years old. And I was thinking, and they started laughing at me. My grandpa and my aunties were laughing, and I didn't understand what was funny. And then my grandpa said to me, you can be a nurse or a teacher. You're a girl. What would you like to be?" And there was a TV show on, and I said to my grandpa, "I think I'd like to be a lawyer." And then they burst into laughter. And so that stuck in my head. That stuck in my head my whole life. And every time somebody asked me, what am I going to be after that, I would say, I'm going to be a lawyer, I'm going to be a lawyer.
I remember when I was working with the tribal council, part of my duties was to go into the courtroom, and I would have to talk to a Crown prosecutor about whether we'd be receiving the files for the young people at our program. And I had just started at the tribal council, and I walked in one day, and there was an Aboriginal Crown prosecutor, and she was like a young lady too, and it just really inspired me, and it really touched me, and it really made me recognize and see, you know, that like here is another Aboriginal woman who is like accomplishing her goals and her dreams, and I can do it too. It took a lot out of me to apply to law school. It really made me question my ability and whether I was capable of completing law school and stuff like that. But I had faith, and I thought, you know, if I meant to go, I'll get in. So I submitted my law school application, and I still remember the day that I got my acceptance letter that I would be accepted upon completing the program of Legal Studies for Native People, and I was just really emotional and very thankful and grateful for that opportunity.
The program gives a real opportunity for people who may not be able to prove themselves to law schools in the standardized ways that are your LSAT and your marks. Coming through this program this summer, I met so many people with a variety of backgrounds, and whether or not they had control over their own circumstances, they may not have been able to advance themselves into law school based on these standardized forms of testing, including the LSAT. Having said that, these people that may have gotten into the PLSNP and law school on a conditional basis, I can attest to the fact that these are some of the most bright people I've met, and sharing this experience in law school with them, there's no reason they shouldn't have been here in the first place. So the PLSNP, the one thing that sticks out really largely in my mind is the fact that it allows people an opportunity to prove themselves to law schools, whether that's here or across Canada.
There's a lot of students that are not Indigenous that wish they could take this program after they start talking to some of the students in first year and find out they know how to read cases, how to brief cases, how to synthesize cases. They know what an exam is going to look like and what's expected. Even if they aren't great at putting the perfect answer down, they know what's coming, and it's a preparation course that their colleagues are quite envious of, actually. So I think it gives you a leg up, absolutely.
The support that I received in the program was very instrumental, I believe, in actually passing my classes year to year. It was an intensive program, however, it helped me sort of come out of my shell, since I was coming from a northern community and I had lived and worked there a few years before I came to Saskatoon. And also because I'm a Cree speaker, English is my second language. And so taking the program and meeting other First Nations people whose English is a second language, I could really relate to them. And so I was able to feel more comfortable being in the school.
It's a class, it's property law broken into 3 components. And the students end up with a credit in the majority of the law schools in Canada. And so it's applicable to what they're going to be doing in law school. It's directly related to their other materials, like their courses. And then when they take upper year courses in Aboriginal law, they have a real understanding and a solid foundation of what Aboriginal law is. And so they get into my class and go, I know that, and I know this, and I know, and I read Delgamuuk again, and this time I got this out of it. And so that's what happens as lawyers, right? You go to read the case for a different reason and you find different things. And so they start to have those kinds of experiences because they've got a really solid foundation from the summer program.
It prepares students like me who struggle, and it gives us a chance to prove to ourselves and prove to the law school that we're capable, that we can make a difference, that we can succeed.
So many Aboriginal students across Canada come to the program and maybe aren't as prepared as they could be because they've come from different backgrounds, different upbringings. English is a second language, and so coming to a community in the law school that's very supportive, understanding of where they're coming from, supporting them, and then teaching them the legal skills that they need to be successful in law school.
Having been through the program now, I've also found myself with nearly 50 more family members that I can rely on for support, and I think that's super important.
We don't have enough Aboriginal lawyers. There's lots of Aboriginal interplay in our legal system in Canada, and we need people that understand and know where the client is coming from, what the issues are from the client's perspective, what the issues are from, an external perspective as well.
What we're able to do with our shift towards installing more Aboriginal people into the system is that we can bring our perspectives, our stories into the law, and hopefully make some changes going forward that more reflect us as a people.
Most of all, the biggest thing that I learned from the program was, that I am capable. I proved to myself that I'm capable of law school, and I proved to the law school that, I'm capable of complaining, even though, the LSAT mark was low and stuff. So for me, it just boosted my confidence, and it prepared me in that sense for law school, because I think if I had entered law school without feeling that sense of, confidence and that my abilities were, up to par and stuff, then I don't think I would have been as successful as I feel that I am today.
If you read my resume, it says law degree from the University of Saskatchewan, master's degree from Harvard Law School. But if you ask me what's my alma mater, I would say the program of legal studies. I am the most proud of what I learned here and what I give back here, and I feel like it's a place that I can give back to. So this is my alma mater.